Back in Blood is the ultimate 69 Eyes album in many ways. We worked for the songs over a year. We wrote so many songs, and now the songs that are going to be on the album were picked up by Matt Hyde, and Matt is getting the band the most tightest ever.
I'm Matt Hyde. I'm producing the 69 Eyes. I've been making records in one capacity or another for about 20 years. I've worked with Cypress Hill, I've worked with Porno for Pyros, I've worked with Slayer, I've worked with No Doubt, Monster Magnet.
Matt Hyde came to the picture like we knew after Angels already that we wanna go in way more raw direction, like more rock, less keyboards, like more appetite for destruction, less Chinese democracy kind of a thing.
It helps Matt being a guitar player, so we have really cool guitar sounds, and but that requires more work from me and Timo, because we don't have only 3 or 4 songs where we have keyboards, so we replace the keyboards with the guitar.
I really like the style and the chance to get some different sounds than I normally get, and work on some things I normally don't get to work on.
This is like a record we've been planning like 20 years. I think, you know, many ways we've done albums like Blessed Be, which was like big deal. That was like the ultimate goth and roll album. And then we did like Devils, which was like something new again. So Back in Blood is going to turn completely a new page, start a new chapter for the 69 Eyes.
What if I cannot hold on?
The first lesson we learned from Matt Hyde was like he wants to do the ultimate 69 Eyes album.
I only knew what I knew from their press and from reading their liner notes of their records, and I talked to Posse a few times on the phone, and I talked to Yerky. I felt a lot, after I talked to Yerky on the phone, I felt a lot better. You know, but I was afraid when I first, before that, you know, who the hell are these guys? Are they really like, do they really believe they're vampires? Are they going to be these like crazy, dark, scary gothic guys? But actually, in meeting them, I found them to be like really, really cool guys. Like, I just felt they were very, very welcoming. It was we seemed to get down to work like immediately. I had to show up, and in 10 days we had to go through 14 songs, record them, demo them, rearrange them, and do all this work. It was a tremendous amount of stuff to have to do in that amount of time. But not only we were able to do that, but we were able to have a lot of fun, and it felt like I knew them already. It's like I walked in the first day and we did a ton of work right away. They were very open to my suggestions. They were very, very organized. They were really, really fun to work with. Really, really nice people. So almost immediately I felt very comfortable and at home with them. They just felt like really cool guys. And you know, just the kind of guys that I want to work with, and it's only, you know, gotten better from there since they've come out here. I've had a great time.
You know, we've been working with Johnny Lee Michaels nearly 10 years by now, so it was, you know, like healthy to have something else and someone else on board.
Johnny Lee Michaels is still the 6th vampire, really. I mean, he's always with us. That guy is a genius, and he's still, like I said, he's still one of us. He's the 6th vampire, and we definitely are going to work with him in the future. Yeah.
We could always start working on nearly the same record over and over again with Johnny Lee Michaels. So I mean, we needed fresh air, fresh blood.
We really wanted to change all the parts from the machine to reinvent things and to make things fresh again. So that's pretty much the reason, and hopefully people understand that there's nothing that we didn't like what we did in the past with Johnny and everybody, but we just needed to get some new fresh blood and new fresh ideas. Needed to move on a little bit.
I think it was also healthy to get out from Helsinki for a while to here, to do everything. So I mean, I think you can hear all this, you know, all this LA vibe on the album as well. Hollywood is the place that some major part of the inspiration, like rock and roll kind of inspiration for the 69 Eyes has been coming out of.
Well, if you play rock and roll, this is the place to play, you know. Best place. Hollywood, LA.
So there has to be some intensity on the record, and I think this is the perfect place for it to get that all excitement down on the tape.
You know, like all the 80s Sunset Strip glam rock scene, of course, inspired us a lot.
I always knew that someday we're gonna make a record in Hollywood, but actually I didn't expect it takes so long time. But anyway, here we are now, in the Sunset Boulevard, in LA.
I'm not here only doing the recording. I just, for instance, went to this Fangoria 30th anniversary horror convention, and it was pretty cool. I even actually ran out into Corey Haim there. Like you guys might know, we did this song Lost Boys, so it was pretty cool. So I mean, you know, it's a fantastic place to do records and fantastic place to do anything entertainment business related things. But it's also good to get out of here. I'm happy to go back to Helsinki as well. You know, Helsinki, Hollywood, that's like also the theme for this album. We've been working for this in Helsinki and Hollywood, and you can hear that. I think it's a time for the vampire, and this is a record for it, and it's time for the vampires, Helsinki vampires, and now there's a big, very nice vampire leading us. So we all are hooked in blood. There's only one Matt Hyde. He's a tough producer.
Da 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 da.
That's all.
And then stop there, so there's not a big clunk when you go to the octave.
But I'm glad. I'm super glad. I'm stoked. I can't believe that we are doing this record with the legendary Matt Hyde.
He's got a golden ear, so he can hear all the little out of tunings there.
It's gonna be fun to recut.
This is like 3-part harmony that we have played there.
Cool.
That kind of stuff, so I have to redo those parts again.
That's out of tune. That's a tune. There's no... Bossy!
Yeah. But that's part of doing the album, so it's gonna turn out great anyway. So if this is the price to do, I will do it.
Matt Hyde is very determined. Sometimes I feel like even unnecessarily evil, but he knows what he wants and he will get it from me way or another.
And, 2 hours of me busting his balls because he's actually a really good guitar player. I'm just this sausage finger thing though is incredible.
This is like the ultimate 69 Eyes album. I can't believe like how good it is. It's not been an easy thing to do. Like I said earlier, our drummer says like this has been like a rock and roll fantasy camp in a way or another doing this record. Sometimes, you know, especially when I'm in that singing booth, it feels like a rock and roll concentration camp as well.
Here we are at the Sunset Lodge, and next we're gonna see our guitar setup, which is quite massive. So follow us. Here are our amps, heads, what we